cars were moving?
They were, yeah.
Well, uh, welcome to tonight's live broadcast of the Class AAA Region 2 regional matchup between the number 3 ranked Lewis County Minutemen and the number 6 ranked Frankfort Falcons. We are coming to you live from the George Whalen Press Box inside the LCHS Gymnasium. I'm Caden Smith alongside
Zane Stewart.
As we get ready for tip-off, the Minutemen have gained some momentum over the past week and entered tonight's game with a 10-10 record. Meanwhile, the Falcons are looking to bounce back after the loss to East Hardy on Tuesday and come in tonight's game with an 11-10 record.
Your starting lineups for tonight for the Frankfort Falcons are number 4, Uriah Cutter, number 11, Jeremy Phillips, number 12, Jake Layton, number 22, Bryson McKenzie, and number 25, Kyson Waits. And your starters for the Minutemen, number 10, Jesse Kemper, number 2, Lucas Mudispaul, number 1, Manny Robinson, number 24, Maddox Gillespie, and number 13, Ben Putnam. It's Frankfort now with the ball controlled by Waits. That ball going out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Frankfort Falcons. Phillips now with the ball for the Falcons. He's looking to drive. Moving towards the basket, loses possession, but it's recovered by his teammate Cutter. That shot's no good. Rebound by Manny Robinson. Minutemen now turning the ball up the floor. Kemper pulls the 3. No good. Ball's going to be rebounded by Layton. McKenzie up to Cutter, but blocked by
Gillespie. Here comes Robinson back on the charge. Robinson inside the paint. Back to Ben Putnam. Putnam rolls off the front iron, and that's going to be Cutter with the rebound. Here's McKenzie taking it up the court for the Falcons. Yeah.
Now with the ball, swinging it to Cutter. Cutter makes a move towards the basket as he dumps it off. Not even really a shot. And Putnam gets it going the other way. And what a move to get to the basket there, putting it behind his back to dodge the defender, and he'll lay it in for the first 2 points of tonight's contest. Phillips looking for something. Instead, it'll be Putnam tipping the pass and taking it the other way. Putnam, another layup, and that's 4 points easy for him tonight.
Here's McKenzie taking it up the floor now for the Falcons. Gets it in the front court, drives to the paint, tries to hand it out to the corner, and that'll roll out of bounds. So it's going to be last touch by Minutemen.
So for the people at home that are watching and don't exactly know what the bracket looks like, the winner of this game between the Lewis County Minutemen and the Frankfort Falcons will play the winner of the RCB Eagles. What a save there by Maddox to keep it in as Robinson takes it to the glass as it'll come off strong, but he's fouled. As I was saying just a moment ago, the winner of this tonight's game that you're watching now between the Minutemen and the Falcons will play the winner of a game that's being played, I'm assuming right now, RCB Eagles and the Lincoln Cougars.
As the first one from Robinson's no good.
Robinson's second one will come up short, but the rebound will be Mudispaul.
He'll get it to Gillespie. Gillespie driving in the paint. Foul called on Phillips. It's going to be his first team foul, number 2. That's going to send Gillespie to the line for 2.
Gillespie's first shot will be good. Caden, the student section has quite the turnout tonight as the theme is pajamas.
Yep, very good turnout tonight. They had a very good turnout last night as the second one from Gillespie's no good.
Waits will end up with the rebound there as he'll kick it over to McKenzie, and he'll set up the offense, guarded by Kemper. McKenzie handing it off to Cutter.
Cutter's looking for a cut.
I see what you did there, Caden. Cutter looking back, sends it out to Layton. Waits trying to get a putback there. Instead, he'll get fouled for the chance for 2.
Foul's going to be on Mudispaul. It's going to be his first, team first.
His first one's good. Waite's second shot is up and good. He'll knock down both of them, bringing it to a 3-point game. Minutemen 5, Falcons 2, with just under 5 minutes to go in the first.
First 2 points of the game for Frankfort. Get it over to Ben Putnam on the corner. Minutemen working the ball around. Here's Maddox driving, paint, right side. Got it. He's got 3 points so far.
Gillespie there running through a trash can, trying to pick off that ball. He had a hand on it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Great hustle there. Love to see that effort. Putnam with the ball there, and that pass will be jumped by McKenzie, but his layup's no good, and the rebound by Gillespie.
Here's Robinson back on the attack. He sends it over to Moodisball. Moodisball thought about the three, instead drives, kicks it out to Kemper. Kemper drive from baseline. That's no good, and that'll be Layton with the rebound.
Layton will give it back to his point guard, McKenzie. Ball back over to Layton, and now to Cutter. Cutter looking in to drive. He's got Gillespie on him. Steps back, shoots, and he'll get that to fall. Nice roll there. He had the lucky spin on it, as that will go for the 4th points for Frankfort.
First field goal.
At 2.
Here's Robinson, top of the key. Kemper in transition.
Kemper pulls the 3. That one's going to be long and over the backboard, hitting the guide wire, so it'll go to Frankfort.
It's going to be McKenzie taking it up the floor now for the Falcons.
Xander Carlton there subbing in for Jesse Kemper.
It's guarded by Carlton.
That's Layton looking to drive to the basket, and he's got it. And we're back to a 1-point game.
Robinson has it top of the key, gets it to Gillespie. Had some wide open room in the paint, and possession will go with to the Minutemen as the ball goes out of bounds. Here's Robinson on the inbounds.
Pretty sure Waite's got a hand on that one, Caden. Good defensive play there by Frankfort.
Underneath to Ben Putnam.
Putnam looking to see if he can draw a foul, but instead he'll get his own rebound a few times, and there he's got it for 2.
Third time's the charm.
That was Phillips pulling it from distance, but it's no good. Waits will pull 3 of his own, and he's got it. Waits shooting phenomenal to start tonight, as he's got a 3 and 2 foul shots made already.
Robinson gets it over to Carlton. Now to Moodisball. Moodisball's calling for a transition. Now over to Carlton. Robinson has it, drives paint. Rolls off the back iron. Carlton with the rebound.
Good play there by Robinson, tipping it out towards Carlton so he get the rebound. Gillespie pulls the 3, but it's no good. Rebounded by Putnam. He'll put it off the glass for his own 2.
8 points so far in this one tonight. Eleven to 9, Minutemen lead here with 1:30 left in the first.
That's Layton pulling it from distance, and it's no good. Rebounded by Gillespie, and he's looking to take it coast to coast. Pass there. Putnam working inside. Putnam and Gillespie dominating the inside of the paint tonight as they account for most of the points.
All of the points, actually.
Caden's, you got the stat book tonight.
Yep.
And that's Cutter looking to drive, and I think they're going to say he went and touched the baseline, or no, we're going to get a foul there.
On
that
Gillespie.
It's going to go on Gillespie.
It's Gillespie's first team foul number 2 for the Minutemen. 2 team fouls apiece.
Gillespie stripping the ball away, and it's Carlton that comes away with it.
Carlton gets it in the front court, gets it to Kemper in the corner. Back to Carlton, top of the key, gets it over to Gillespie.
Good ball movement by the Minutemen, and Carlton finds the open three. That one's long. Rebound there by McKee. Carlton pulls it again. That one's short. I mean, if Goldilocks told us anything, the next one that comes off Carlton's hand should be just right. And that'll be Frankfort taking one for their own. No good. Carlton getting the rebound, though.
Here comes Carlton taking it up the floor. He'll get it in the front court.
Gillespie pulls it. No good. Rebound there by Waits.
Stolen by Kemper. Kemper is going to try to turn around and shoot the layup.
Great defensive effort there by Kemper. I didn't really know how. I think he blocked the pass, and we're going to have an offensive foul as McKee draws the charge. $16 seconds left to go in this pretty fast-paced moving first quarter, if I do say so myself, and we've got a pretty close one too. 4 points separates the two teams, 13 points Minutemen, and 9 for the Falcons. As Joel Good's checking in for the first time tonight.
Layton picked up the foul on the charge, and it's going to be his first team foul, number 3.
Josiah Heine's also checking in for the first time tonight.
Good gets it over to Kemper. Kemper sends it over to the left wing.
Somebody better shoot it soon. With less than a second, Joel pulls it from the foul line, and it'll be just a little strong, as that will remain your score after the first. Minutemen 13, Frankfort Falcons 9. Again, we do got a few words from our sponsors with this being a regional matchup. Chocolate Milk. West Virginia's dairy farmers encourage you to power your potential with chocolate milk, the official beverage of West Virginia high school sports, and wish all participants good luck in today's event.
Zane, what do you think of that first quarter?
Caden, I thought the Minutemen on the offensive side of the court has done an exceptionally well job with just big bodying in the paint. Putnam and Gillespie have kind of had their way early in this one. I mean, it's the story of the night for the Minutemen has been feed the big man. And Waits, I'd like to see a little bit, closer defense on the defensive side of the ball on trying to guard Waits, as he's had the hot hand so far tonight with the Frankfort Falcons, as he's 1 for 1 from 3 and 2 for 2 at the line. Curious to see if Frankfort sees that. Maybe they try to get him more involved. I don't know exactly what they're going to do, but he will be back out on the court to start the second. Also, I think it's worth noting that Minutemen are playing with a lot of energy today, especially on that defensive side of the ball. I've seen a lot of steals already, a little bit more aggressive than you typically see this Minutemen boys team play.
Layton. Fallon sends it out to McKenzie. Underneath to Layton, that's no good, and rebound, Ben Putnam.
Good control there by Putnam, able to stay in bounce and find Robinson. Robinson swings it over to Kemper, thinks about the three. He'll dish it to Mudispaw, who's got the open look. No good. Rebound Putnam. Can Putnam put it back for 2? Not that time, but he gets his own rebound, and he'll get his own rebound again, and he's got it that time with and 1. He heads to the line for the chance at a 3-point play.
Ben Putnam's got 12 points so far in this one.
Well, Caden, he shouldn't have any problem getting to a double-double tonight with 7 rebounds, and you said 12 points. He's 3 boards away. Putnam's shot is good.
Putnam's up to 13 now.
McKenzie being guarded by Kemper. He'll hand it off to Cutter. Cutter losing it for a second, but he'll gather it back up. Ball back in the hands of McKenzie. Over to Layton. Now it's Phillips pulling it from deep, and he's got it. Falcons there answering Ben Putnam's 3-point play by a 3-pointer of their own.
Mudispaw has some wide open space, kicks it out to Robinson for 3. And that's going to be Layton with the rebound.
Big pass up to Cutter. Putnam trying to make a defensive play, but he'll overshoot, and Cutter misses the layup. Ball back with the Minutemen.
Robinson with the rebound. He gets it up to Kemper. Kemper driving, sends it out to Mooseball in the corner. And we'll slow it down. Robinson thought about the three.
Gillespie looking like he might want to drive. He'll kick it underneath the Putnam. What a 2-1 punch there from Gillespie and Putnam. You can't guard both of them. That's Phillips looking to drive, and it's no good. Rebound by Cutter. He'll put it back up for 2.
Cutter's got 4 in this one.
Frankfort doing a good job here, just matching what Lewis County does. They hit 3, they got 3, they've got 2, they've got 2, keeping this one at a 4-point lead.
It's neck and neck. Gillespie on the corner. Gets it over to Mooseball. Mooseball thought about the 3, wide open drive into the paint. That's no good. Ben Putnam with the rebound, puts it back up.
Ben Putnam putting his height advantage to work tonight. Layton now with the ball being picked up by Putnam. Phillips now slinging it over. Layton's got the open 3. He's got it.
Layton's got 5.
That is your third Frankfort Falcon to hit a 3, I believe. You've got Waits now, you've got Layton, and you've got Phillips.
Minutemen working the ball around on the right side. Now over to the left side, Kemper to Gillespie. Gillespie, baseline drives. Over top Layton. That's no good. Layton with the rebound.
McPhillips passing it up. It's Cutter. Cutter looking to drive and loses possession. Regains it. Tries the reversal. No good. And rebound by Moodispaul as he rips it away.
Moodispaul gets it up to Robinson. Robinson underneath to Ben Putnam. That's good.
Good eyes there by Robinson getting it underneath to Putnam. And good move by Putnam on that reverse layup there.
Putnam's got 19 in this one already. Underneath the Cutter, that's good. Cutter's got 6. Robinson almost lost control. He'll get it over to Kemper. Kemper now to Moodispaul. Moodispaul driving right side. Got it.
Nice finish there by Moodispaul. He had 3 around him, but able to control himself and finish in traffic there. Cutter, big pass over to McKenzie.
Cutter underneath, sends it out to Layton.
That's Phillips. And no good. I thought that one was going to go in. He pulled one from about that same range earlier. Kemper looking, maybe trying to get moved to the basket. Floater, can't finish it though. And the rebound will be Grady. Layton. Now Phillips. Phillips looking to do something. He's being double teamed, and he'll get it back to Layton. Had McKenzie wide open right at the box. Could not get the ball to him.
Going to have an on-floor foul from Gillespie. That's his second. It's going to be team foul number 1 in the second.
Robinson will check out as well as Gillespie, and McKee and Carlton will check in.
Phillips to inbounds. He'll get it into Cutter.
Also for the Frankfort Falcons, Grady will check out. Waits will check in. Waits trying to drive to the basket, and I believe he's fouled on his way there. 2 for 2 earlier. See if he can continue that streak.
Fouls on Moodispaul. That's his second, team foul number 2. Waits for 2. He's 2 for 2 from the line so far this evening as he knocks down his third.
And that'll close the gap to just 4 points. Student section yelling, trying to get him off his mark, but that won't help as he goes 4 for 4.
He's got 7 points so far in this one, 4 off of foul shots and a 3-pointer.
That one will be off the hand of Phillips, and it'll stay with the Minutemen.
They get it into Carlton. Now to Kemper. Kemper, top of the key three, got it.
McKenzie looking to drive. McKenzie driving. No good. Rebound Cutter. And that'll be off the hands of Putnam. I think a little bit of a block there. And out of bounds.
It's going to be Phillips then bouncing for the Falcons, guarded by Robinson. We'll get it into McKenzie. Now up to Layton. Over to Waits, working the left side. Behind the back pass from Kemper, sends it up to Carlton. Carlton will slow it down.
Robinson pulls his three. No good. Rebound there by Cutter. Cutter hanging on to it. Tipped away from Putnam, and I think we're going to have a foul on Putnam there. And it is. It's going to go on Putnam. That'll go as his first. The team's
Third.
Thank you, Caden. Less than 2 minutes to go, and we've got a 6-point lead here for the Minutemen, as it's 27 Minutemen, 21 Falcons.
Phillips has it, guarded by Robinson.
Phillips looking to drive a little bit, loses possession.
Had some wide open space, but the gap closed quickly.
Gillespie, what a pass there. It looks like he's faking a three, but instead he's trying to get it underneath to McKee there, but a little bit of miscommunication. Miscommunication again, really, as that will be out of bounds, and Frankfort will end up with it. That one's off the hands of Cutter and recovered by Carlton. Robinson now taking it up the floor.
Three.
Offensive foul there, and it's going to go on Maddox, I believe. Not Maddox. Yes, Maddox. Sorry. Maddox Gillespie picks up the foul.
It's going to be charged with a foul. It's going to be his third personal, team's fourth. Robinson was charged with the foul there. That's going to be team foul number 5 for the Minutemen here with 41 seconds left in the first half. It's going to send McKenzie to the foul line for 2 as he knocks down the first one.
McKenzie's second is good. And Kemper will take it up the floor for the Minutemen. 4-point game here in Lewis County. Putnam looking to go underneath with it, dishing it back into McKee. McKee shooting it, no good. Rebound. McKenzie will end up with it. Big pass, and that'll end up in the hands of Kemper.
Kemper has it, hands it off to Carlton. Carlton's working right side underneath the Ben Putnam. Putnam with the shot off the back iron. That's going to be Waits with the rebound. Here comes McKenzie back up the floor. He'll get it up to
Phillips. He'll shoot the three. No good there. And it'll pass back up the court. 1 second left. That floater's no good. And your final, not final, Final score going into half, I guess. 27 Minutemen and 23 Frankfurt Falcons. 4 points separates the two teams as they go into intermission. What are your first half thoughts, Caden?
Um, I thought that Ben Putnam had a phenomenal first half. He had 19 points in the first half, 9 rebounds. Kemper had 3, Gillespie had 3, and Mudaspal had a layup.
Yeah, really, you could summarize what the Minutemen need to continue doing so far in tonight's game is 2 words, and that's feed Putnam. But if you know what I think, Caden, I think the West Virginia dairy farmers encourage you to empower high school students with chocolate milk is the official beverage of West Virginia high school sports and wish all participants good luck in today's event.
Yeah, you caught me off guard with that one there. But if you're Frankfurt, just really protect the post and the baseline, really,
Yeah,
if you can. But
this
then
is
Lewis County's got the beyond the arc shooters. You got to watch out for.
so we mentioned we'd talk more about their game earlier, which I believe the final score was 44 or 40 or 55, something like that. 55 to 99, I believe. Is that right, Caden?
Yep.
Um, but that's not really accurately depicting these two teams, if I'm being honest, because the Minutemen shot the lights out in that game, which not saying that they don't normally shoot well, but they shot over, I believe, 60% from 3, something like that. Just blew their normal averages out of the water there. And, that's not something you can expect to replicate.
Yeah.
When you have everybody that steps onto the court to just be having one of their best games of the season all at the same time. But no, this is kind of more of the game I expected. It's close. Minutemen still dominating in the paint, using their size advantage, hoping that Gillespie and Putnam both stay clean on fouls. If those two can stay clean on fouls, it's going to be tough for this Frankfurt Falcons team to handle them inside. As for Frankfurt Falcons, they've shot the ball pretty well. When they've got to the line, they've capitalized on those opportunities. And from beyond the arc, they're doing pretty well. And I think with the quantity Phillips is shooting, I believe he's 1 for 3 or 1 for 4 or something like that. You know, he's got a good shot on him, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's due for a few.
I mean, Frankfurt's had really good shot opportunities. Really, anywhere they've taken shots. Minutemen's just took the opportunities that they've been given in this one, and I think that's not really the difference in the scoreboard, but there's not a big difference in it. You have Cutter with 6, you have Phillips with 3, you have Layton with 5, you have McKenzie with 2 off of 2 foul shots, and you have Waits with 7 off of 4 foul shots and a 3 for the Falcons.
Kid, do you want to hear a joke?
Sure.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Marshall.
Marshall who?
Marshall Health and Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is proud to provide athletic training services for student athletes at many local high schools in today's West Virginia WVSSAC championships. For more information, log on to marshallsportsmedicine.org. But no, Caden, I couldn't agree with any of the other points you made. I think it's going to be a good second half. I think this game is going to be a fourth quarter game. A team could pull away in the third if you see one of the team's shooting percentages increase, or if you were able to see notable key players get in foul trouble. That could make a difference. But simply a defensive adjustment could make all the difference from either team. But I see this game being more into the fourth quarter, especially if somehow Frankfurt finds a way to slow down Putnam and Gillespie in the paint.
I think that Frankfurt slowed down Putnam a little bit because he had the 9 points in the first 4 minutes of the second, and he didn't score any after that. Really, points-wise, it was even from both sides. 14 points apiece from Frankfurt and Lewis County there in the second quarter. And Lewis County had 13 points to Frankfort's 9 in the first.
Yeah, and I mean theoretically, with a made 3-pointer, and you get your and one, uh, theoretically it's a one possession game.
Yeah,
Um, you know, I kind of expected it to be close. I didn't know if it'd be this close. Um, just curious to see what these teams bring in the second quarter.
it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an entertaining second half. I said that last night, and you know,
You know, Caden, we're not paid for sports predictions. We do not encourage people to take our advice and then go find some underground high school gambling place. Do not listen to us. We don't. I mean, I try to know what I say, but I know it's sports. It's unpredictable.
it really is sometimes.
Caden, you know what is predictable?
What is predictable?
The Charleston Job Corps are. They do a great job. The Charleston Job Corps Center serves the entire state of West Virginia and offers free, no cost training for young students, both male and female, in one of 7 trades: carpentry, painting, facility maintenance, new network cable installation, VVAC, office administration, and medical office support. Learn more at charleston-jobs-corps.org or call 304-925-3200 for a personal tour at the Charleston Job Corps, where successful careers begin.
Well, Dusty might not like me for this one, but I'm going to have to read this one. Metro News. For the best coverage of high school sports in West Virginia all year long, follow Joe Mercado and Greg Carey's daily post at wvmetronews.com.
Hear that? Hear that, Dusty? They're the best. You gotta step up your game. He says it's true. I think we're going to take a quick little break and a breather right before the second half of action starts. And we are back with second half action now as Robinson will take the ball. Robinson looking underneath to Putnam. Putnam looking to turn to the basket, and he's got two. Kind of an ideal start there of the half for the Minutemen, trying to involve Putnam like they did earlier in the game. Pass underneath. That one's to McKenzie. He'll kick it back out to Phillips. Phillips looking to drive, pull away, jump shot, no good. And Robinson will take it the other way.
Robinson in the front court, wide open paint. Layup's no good. Cutter with the rebound.
Cutter for Layton, back to Cutter. Cutter looking to finish. Nice finish there by Cutter.
Get it over to Mudaspal. Now back to Robinson. Back to Kemper. Working the right side. Robinson steps back, sets the offense. Kemper, top of the key, drives left side, and we're going to get a turnover travel.
Phillips now with the ball for the Falcons. Screen set by Layton. Phillips looking to make a move to the basket, kicking it out to Waits. No good. And rebound will end up in the hands of Layton as that ball will be stolen. And Mudaspal looking to take it the other way. That'll be a layup, and that's good for two. Big Hail Mary pass there to Waits. And they'll just end up slowing it down. Layton looking to drive, kicking it out to Waits.
Mudaspal has 4. Cutter at the top of the key, thought about getting it over to Waits, but instead it'll be Phillips with 3. That's no good. Rebound by Kemper. Robinson takes it down the paint himself. That's his first 2 of the game. Foul's going to be on McKenzie. That's his first. That's going to be team foul number 1. Going to have Cutter picking up the foul. That's his second. Team foul number 2. Carlton on the left corner. Gets it up to Kemper. Kemper drives left side, kicks it out to Gillespie. Gillespie drives from foul line, kicks it out to Robinson, right corner 3. Bounces off the rim. Ben Putnam puts it back up, and we're going to have a foul. Foul's going to be on Layton. That's his second. It's going to be team foul number 3 for the Falcons. As he knocks down the first one.
Putnam's second shot is up and good.
Putnam has 4 in the third.
Big pass over there. McKenzie's got it. McKenzie stepping back, shooting. It's a long two, and it's no good. We're going to have a foul on Gillespie, I believe.
Yep. It's Gillespie's fourth. McKenzie at the line for two. First one's no good.
And that'll bounce around and end up going in.
It's his third point of the night.
We're going to have a timeout there by Coach Sims, I believe. Not a timeout. I don't exactly know why we're stopped.
My,
I believe that one of the Minutemen players dropped a towel that fell on the floor near the play. It was flagged dead for safety reasons.
Kemper gets it to Robinson. Robinson drives from top of the key.
Floor slip.
And we're going to have jump ball, and possession's going to go to the Falcons. McKenzie with a three. Got it. That's his first field goal of the night.
What's the 3-point disparity right now?
That's McKee. He'll pull the jumper. It's
Got it.
good.
That's his first two of the night.
McKenzie over to Layton. Layton looking for something, and he'll just dump it off to Phillips there. Phillips looking, driving, shooting, no good, and that'll end up in the hands of Cutter. Cutter swinging it. It's Phillips again from three. He's got it. And that'll take a chunk out of the Minutemen's lead as they're now up by 5, 37-32, with just under 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Phillips has got 6 off of 2 3-pointers. Carlton to Putnam on the foul line, drives right side and got it.
Big pass there, stolen by Carlton.
Carlton gets it to Kemper. Kemper in the front court, working at left side and down into the middle into the paint.
Kemper pulls the three. It's no good, and the rebound's Phillips. Phillips pulling another three. He's got it. He's hot. That's 2 in a row for him, and cutting into the lead he is. We're now down to just 4 points.
Phillips has got 9. McKenzie's going to pick up a shooting foul. That's going to be his second, team fourth. Robinson to the line for 2. Nails the first one.
Robinson's second shot is good.
Now to give him 4 points on the night as Mudas Paul checks in for Robinson. Phillips taking it up the floor for the Falcons. He'll get it over to Waits. Back to Phillips. Cutter with the screen. Phillips for 3. Got it.
That's 3 in a row for him. I don't know what exactly to say besides to get him the ball if you're Frankfort. He's got the hot hand here.
Heine gets it to McKee underneath the Putnam. Putnam try to drive, double teamed. Kemper puts it back up for 2. He's got 5 on the evening.
He wants that three all day. I think he'll shoot one from 40 feet.
Kemper, fast break opportunity, too hard off the glass. Rebound, Paul, and he'll be fouled.
Nice pass there from Putnam to set that up. Foul's going to be on Waits. That's his second. Team foul number 5 for the Falcons with 1:01 left here in Weston. 5-point lead here for the Minutemen as Paul sinks the first one. That'll give him 5 so far.
Paul's second shot is good. McKenzie taking it up the court now.
Phillips can just shoot one from the flame logo because he's on fire.
Wouldn't be surprised if they look to get one to Phillips here as Layton drives, and that's good for 2.
Heine inbounces. He gets it to Robinson. Robinson taking it up the floor. Gets it in the front court. Work it over to Heine on the right wing underneath the Paul. Got it. He's got 8.
Phillips looking, kicking it back out, and back to swinging it. 18 to go. Robinson not giving Phillips any space, and that's probably a good thing because Phillips appears to be pretty eager to pull it.
Robinson picks up the foul. That's his second, team's second. We'll have Layton inbouncing for the Falcons. Guarded by Putnam. Instead, they'll get it to McKenzie.
Phillips pulling the 3. It's high arc and no good, but rebound by Cutter. Cutter over to Layton. Layton, big pass. It's McKenzie for 3. He's got it at the buzzer, and now it's back to a 4-point game right where we started this quarter at. Big shot there by McKenzie, closing that gap right before the quarter. And Caden, like I kind of was guessing at, that no team was really going to pull away too much as we're still at the same point differential.
Yep.
And it's looking like for an interesting fourth quarter. You kind of seen Minutemen come out strong in that quarter. It looked like momentum was heading their way. I think Frankfort took back some of the momentum there at the end as you had some threes getting hit by Phillips there and one to end it there for McKenzie. What are your thoughts?
Really just the 3-point shooting from the Falcons controlled the second half of that third quarter. You had Phillips with 9 off of 3-pointers, and you had McKenzie with 7 off of 2 3-pointers and a foul shot. And both teams had 20 in the third quarter, so it was another even quarter, just like the second quarter was.
That is, it's kind of crazy that these teams have been matched stride for stride with the exception of a slim lead for the Minutemen that they've been holding on to since the first quarter. Fourth quarter, this is what it all comes down to. Will they continue to go stride for stride? Will Frankfort be able to catch up the lost ground from the first quarter? Or will the Minutemen be able to hold on to their lead? Robinson looking to drive. Floater. He's got it.
Robinson's really picked up the pace here in the second half. Scored all of his points here in the second half.
That's Grady now with the ball. He'll hand it to Phillips. Phillips thinking about the 3. No. Looking. Floater. No good. And that'll be Paul coming away with it. He'll send it up to Robinson.
Robinson into the front court, guarded by Grady. Gets it over to Kemper on the right wing.
Lob pass inside to Putnam. Putnam making a miss, laying it off the glass for 2. Nice move there. Good patience by Putnam, letting them fly over their head and then kissing it off the backboard. Bad pass there, and it'll be jumped by Robinson, but Frankfort will wind up with the ball again. and they'll call a timeout to preserve the ball. While we are in timeout, I'm going to tell you guys about West Virginia higher education. With West Virginia's Invest Grant Program, you can go to any West Virginia community and technical college tuition free. Get the skills to go ahead tuition free. Apply at wvinvest.org.
I'm going to read this one real quick. Hope Gas congratulates all of our local teams in the state championships. Hope Gas is all about supporting the exciting things happening right here in West Virginia. Learn more about Hope's community efforts by following Hope Gas on Instagram. Good luck from everyone at Hope Gas. And we're back underway here in the fourth.
And that's Phillips pulling one, and that one will just be a hair long. And Kemper has it and on the floor, and then I don't know what happened, but apparently he gave it up, and now Frankfort's now in possession. Either way, it's Cutter with the ball, handing it over. It's Waits.
Waits top of the key, hands it off to Phillips. Phillips, foul on floater, got it. Phillips has got 14 in this one.
Putnam looking to maybe set a screen, but Robinson will take it to the glass all by himself there, and that'll increase the Minutemen's lead to 8.
Robinson's got 8.
Back break opportunity, and Carlton one-on-one, getting it on the glass, and one there.
And that's Carlton's first 2 points of the night. And the foul's going to be on Layton, his third. Team foul number 1 for the Falcons.
That'll extend the Minutemen's lead to 10 points there, largest of the night. And that shot makes 11.
Carlton got the 3-point play for his first 3 points of the night.
Screen set by Cutter. McKenzie uses it, looking to get to the glass, kicking it out. It's Layton, the 3. No good. Rebound Putnam.
Putnam's going to take it up the floor himself.
That one's in and out, and the rebound's Layton. Big pass up to Phillips. It's a one-on-one with him and Kemper. He waits, and good timing there by Phillips, and he'll get that to go for 2.
16 now in this one. 9-point lead for the Minutemen.
Mudis Paul looking to drive to the basket. It's no good. He'll get his own rebound, though. Kicking it out to Robinson. He thinks about the 3. Instead, he'll hold on to it.
He's playing a game of cat and mouse.
Robinson taking it to the basket. No good. Getting his own rebound a little bit, putting it back up, and it'll end in the hands of Cutter. Cutter's pass trying to get to McKenzie, but Carlton got a hand on it. Carlton steals it again, but we have a whistle.
It's called a kickball.
Yeah, kickball violation off Carlton.
He's a soccer player at heart. I don't know if he can help it.
Certainly athletic.
Underneath the Layton, Hegel a pump fake gets Carlton to leave his feet, and that'll go for an easy 2. Something noticing about Frankfort is they're pretty quick to do that, to slow it down, wait, hit a pump fake, let you go over them, and then they'll take their 2 points.
Try to get the over back foul, too. Layton's got 7, though. And we're going to get a foul.
Phillips looking like he's going to pick up, I believe, his 3rd, maybe.
Second. It's going to be team foul number 2. Seven-point lead here for the Minutemen underneath the Putnam.
Putnam turning to the basket, and we're going to have a foul. I believe he drew one there, and that's going to go on number 4. That'll be Cutter.
Cutter's got 3. That's going to be team foul number 3.
Putnam's first shot is good, extending the Minutemen's lead to 8 points.
Putnam's pace has slowed down here in the second half, but it is a phenomenal night from Ben Putnam.
Second one, hard off the back iron. Pass over to Waits. Waits looking to drive, spinning, and he'll be double teamed, kicking it around. It's Layton. Layton looking to make a move to the basket, passes it underneath the cutter, and rolls around the rim a few times, but he'll get it to fall. Just over 4 minutes, and we're going to have a timeout there, I believe, from Frankfort.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout for Frankfort.
And JP Alcar's in the booth here, and he's going to read us an advertisement here.
The West Virginia Secondary Schools Activity Commission is proud to use products from Wilson Sporting Goods. For athletes to perform their best, they require the best. And that's what Wilson has delivered for over 100 years. Wilson is the official ball of the WVSSAC. Learn more about Wilson at wilson.com.
Putnam inbounds. Cutter's guarding it. Gets it inbounds to Robinson. Frankfort in full court press now. 6-point lead now for the Minutemen. Carlton hands it off to Mudaspal, loses control but recovers. He's guarded by Waits. Mudaspal, wide open paint, and we're going to get a blocking foul on the Falcons. And it's going to go on Layton. That's his fourth, and it's going to be team foul number 4 for the Falcons. Robinson to inbounds.
Staying out of double bonus here for the Falcons is going to be pretty important, especially considering there's a good chance they're going to have to foul late in this game, as 6 points separates the two teams right now. Kemper handing it off to Mudaspal. Mudaspal being guarded by Waits, and he'll look to the basket, and we're going to have a travel there on Mudaspal, trying to draw the foul, but he'll slide his feet instead. He'll head to the bench as Gillespie checking back in.
Gillespie checks back in with 4 fouls and 3 points in tonight's contest.
Layton trying to get it underneath, and he'll pick up 2 foul shots there. As Ben will get the foul there. I believe his
Second. It's going to be team foul number 1 for the Minutemen.
Ken, you want to hear the craziest statistic of the night?
What is it?
There's 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in tonight's game, correct?
Yes.
And it's not even 8 o'clock.
I like that.
I do too, Caden. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and get overtime.
You know, it is March Madness.
It is March Madness. And with that being said, Caden, I am very excited about that. Love to fill out my brackets.
Can't wait for Selection Sunday, though.
Kicking it out to Kemper. They're playing a little bit of keep away here. Good ball movement, though. And that pass jumped by McKenzie, but Kemper will stay on it. Robinson looking inside, kicking it back out. It's Kemper. Kemper driving baseline, slings it. Wide open 3 for Gillespie, and that one's no good. Rebound Cutter. He'll get it to McKenzie. McKenzie up to Layton. Slinging it. Waits. Open in the corner. No good. Robinson comes down with it.
Kemper gets it over to Robinson. Now back to Kemper. Working right side. Gets it back to Robinson, top of the key. Guarded by Waits. Hands it off to Carlton, left side. Nice pass. Back to Carlton. Off the front iron. Rebound by Carlton. Carlton spins back. Tries to get the layup. As they're going to say it was last touch by Cutter. Inbounds coming, and Carlton's on the floor.
Nice catch there by Brindley Wilson there. That was getting beamed right towards her, but able to catch it.
Nice catch, or was it self-defense?
Going to get a full timeout here.
Another even quarter of this thing's back and forth.
Well, we're dead even in this quarter too, Caden. Up to now, at least, as the lead is back to 4 for the Minutemen with just under 2 minutes, and this is when it matters, Caden.
Yep, this is when it matters. This Charles Sims calling the full timeout there.
Uh,
Zane, I think there is a good possibility that we could go to overtime.
Caden, you might hate me for this, but I like overtime.
Overtime is nerve-wracking.
It is. That's the best part of it, though, Caden.
I don't care if you're cheering for the team or not, or either both teams really. Overtime is nerve-wracking.
It's the truth.
Thinking of overtime, I want to go back to last year with Peyton Goodwin hitting the sectional winner at the buzzer and in overtime. I love the buzzer beaters at the end.
Yeah, that was awesome. The only thing that could have been better is if we were broadcasting that one. I probably would have been yelling into the mic.
I would have too.
The mics probably still wouldn't work to this day, but that's okay.
Putnam's going to draw the foul that's going to send him to the foul line. Foul's going to be on McKenzie. That's his third. Team foul number 5 for the Falcons. So that'll put the Minutemen in double bonus.
As Putnam begins shooting his foul shots, I mentioned it once earlier in the broadcast. I'll mention it again now. What's at stake here as Putnam's first one is good? You win and you move on to play in the game that sends you to state. With the winner of this game will meet up with the winner of Bird and Lincoln, as Ben's second one is good. And if you lose, your season's over, Caden.
Scoreboard went off again tonight.
And Putnam will back up with a big pass up to Robinson. Robinson looking one-on-one, draws a foul, misses the shot. He'll have 2 at the line.
Foul's going to be on McKenzie. That's his 4th. That's going to be team foul number 6. Sends Robinson to the line for 2. The first one's good from Robinson. Minute 35 here to go. From Weston, your score is 60-53. Minutemen up by 7. As the second one from Robinson's no good.
Phillips pulling the deep 3. Hope Gas logo, no good. It's long. Rebound there. And it will stay with Frankfort, I believe. And that's going to go on Putnam. And is that his 4th, Caden?
That's Putnam's 3rd. It's going to be team foul number 2 for Lewis County.
Phillips looking inside, but instead it'll be tipped. And Robinson comes away with it.
Robinson gets it. There was a lot going on in that play.
There was a missed flagrant foul and a missed over back.
I'm guessing the foul is on Layton. Foul's on Layton, so that'll be his 5th. So that's going to put Grady into the game. That'll put Robinson on the line for 2. as the first one's good. And the second one's good. Waite sending it over to McKenzie. Foul or 3-pointer's no good. And that's going to be Phillips fouling. It's going to be his third. That'll send Mudaspaw to the line for 2. 9-point game here. 62-53. Minutemen up by 9. As Mudaspaw's first one's no good.
Paul's second shot will fall, and 44 seconds is all that's left in tonight's game. Phillips pulling the three. It's no good. Rebound Paul, and we're fouling.
They haven't scored since.
Waits is going to pick up the foul. That's his third. That'll send Mudaspaw's back to the line. First one from Mudaspaw's good. Second one from Mudaspaw's no good. So we have the Falcons back up on their end of the floor.
And that pass going up to Robinson, nobody near, and he'll lay it in for an easy 2. 15 seconds left to go, and a 13-point lead for the Minutemen. And that's McKenzie shooting a 3. He's got it. And that'll leave the score at 66-56, and they're going to hold the ball. And that will be your final score. The Minutemen will win by 10. Minutemen 66, Frankfort Falcons 56. As the Minutemen will go and now play the winner of RCB versus Lincoln.
Now, obviously, depending on who wins, depends on if we host or not. We don't know scores or anything, so just keep an eye out on the athletics page or by one of the WBSSAC sponsors, Metro News. But as we get ready to conclude tonight's game, I want to give a special thanks to the 6 men on the floor, the cheerleaders led by Elise Moneypenny, the ROTC color guard with the presentation of the colors. They're led by Sergeant Linker, the fans attending this evening's game, and the fans watching at home. Lastly, the LCN production crew. You have myself, Caden Smith, alongside
Myself, Zane Stewart.
you had Emily Gum running the computer. I've done stats tonight. You had Miss White running the camera, and you had Shelby Hamrick also running the other camera tonight. If you enjoyed tonight's broadcast, be sure to spread the word. I don't know if we will be back next week or not, depending on who wins Bird and Lincoln game.
We do encourage all of you guys on Tuesday to make a trip down to Charleston.
Yes, the girls punched their ticket to Charleston last night, and they were seated at number 8, and they will face off against Nitro as the rematch of the state championship game last year.
Well, that's all we have for you guys tonight. If you enjoyed the broadcast, make sure to tell your friends and your neighbors and your random person you run into in Walmart and your cousin Joe that you haven't talked to in a while and anybody else.
Whoever it may be. like I said, don't know if we will be back or not next week. If not, join us for spring sports with baseball, softball. We're going to try some tennis this year and some track. So, with that, we will conclude tonight's matchup and have a good weekend, Minutemen Nation.